Hello, everyone. It's Gila Nehemia. It's day 6 of our Self Affirmation, Self Love Challenge. And maybe together, why don't we actually start by just taking a deep breath, and we'll fill us up with oxygen from wherever you are. It would be preferable if you go outside amongst the trees, just to feel into the air. So we'll do it a couple more times. Take a deep breath in. 2 times. So if you haven't done it, you can catch up with me. Just be present. I want you to be present right now. Thank you for those of you who've been watching my videos. It has been quite a journey to do this for the moment that Maureen, whom I interviewed for the Lionsgate Energy Portal, suggested, and I thought it was a great idea. So this has been totally fun. So as a recap, we have been feeling into loving ourselves from the top of our body, which includes right here, our hair, our faces, our senses, our heart space, our arms, our hands, our stomach, our solar plexus that we talked about, power. We move into my favorite spot is the Sacral Chakra. And those of you that know me, this is where my expertise lies. I believe this is a source for women and men, the source of our power. More so for women, because this is really the place of our womb. And, as I've been told, it's like the oracle of the womb. There is so much knowledge stored there, as well as all of our body, but especially our womb space. So this is really, and this can cause a lot of triggers for many of you. So I'll just be honest, and that's completely fine. Wherever you're at with this is perfect. And what I really want to talk about with you today is the darkness and the light in aspects of this chakra. So what I mean by that is that there are beautiful experiences, and you can have not so beautiful, dark fantasies specifically, and that can be, experienced or yet to be experienced. In both cases, dark and light. And I just want to tap into that, because that's also true of our emotions. Really, what I want to talk about today is how the sacral chakra connects to your heart space. And this is so important because I used to want to embody the light, just really be in the loving space and love from my heart and have everything be beautiful with rainbows and sunshine, and I love that. And I'm sure many of you listening would love that also. But there's a dark side to that too. There's anger, there's fear, there's power struggles, and it all is in that area, especially between ourselves, specifically our masculine and feminine energies. And then it can be with different people, and it can be men and women. And it's the energies that are really the ones that are in this struggle, and it's not necessarily the person. I want to make that clear, that we are energy, if I haven't before. And of course, sending love to all parts of your body, especially the sacral chakra. So it'll be from our womb space for women, all the way down to our vaginal area, including the perineum. That the whole area right there is part of the sacral chakra, and it is a source of the whole energy. I believe our whole life force energy, where we can reclaim our power. So the power has two sides. All of us are very familiar with fairy tales that have the good and the bad, or any religion that also has a good and the bad. Everything kind of has a good and a bad. And let's look at it from a different light. I don't believe there really is a good and bad. There is really just force, emotion, feelings, and you don't have to give them a term. You could call it shadow and light or dark and light, but it really just is. And using each of them as it comes up, I believe, is the most powerful force. So, for example, I love to give examples. I had a lot of different things happening to me this morning. I've been very, very busy and a little overtired. And so I had a lot of tension and stress, and it came out in terms of anger. But the anger, I utilize it in a sense to create light. So, for example, I'm a mother of 3 children, or if you don't know how many, I'm a mother of 3. And, my kids, as many kids these days, love for their mother to do everything for them. Yes, why not? I did too. But our house needed to be cleaned, and I gathered them together forcefully, and we were able to clean the house quite rapidly. And I don't always do that. Sometimes I let them relax. It depends on my mood. But I realized that using the force of my anger to really confront patterns, I was able to enroll each of my children into cleaning the house for the benefit of the collective, meaning our unit. So, for those of you who aren't following me, I'm feeling like what this self-affirmation is doing is increasing your own power. And it's not just with your sexual energy, it's with your entire being. So as you affirm yourself daily, from your face, your beautiful face and your beautiful senses and your beautiful chest and your stomach and your womb space and your sexual areas, all of those things give you power, the power of yourself, the essence of you. And as you step into that power, you utilize it for the good of yourself and of humanity, of the people around you. It first starts with your unit, your direct connections, and then it goes wider and wider. So I would like you today to really focus on giving yourself love in each of those areas, your womb space, your sexual center. For men and women, it's different. So for men, not necessarily the womb space, but what's leading into your sacral chakra. So I want you to just really hone into that, feel that energy, feel that force within you. And if there are some people who don't feel it, I would ask you to talk to me if you feel comfortable, because this is part of my work, is really feeling into that energy and not being afraid of it. And if there are blocks, that's something that we can discuss together. That's something that you can explore during our challenge, which is starting on Sunday. So it is just so important to feel every part of you. There's some parts of ourselves that we feel really comfortable with. So, I love my eyes or my hair. I'm very, very into my hair. So every kind of hairstyle change, I have to really get into, like, what does that say about me? But what about the rest of my body? And why don't I give enough love to my stomach? Or why don't I give enough love to my womb space? So as I even feeling it right now, I'm feeling it with my hands, and feeling into how beautiful it is, how beautiful that I can create a child, that I can create anything I desire. I want you to feel into that you can create anything you desire. You are that powerful. You co-create with the divine constantly as you send out intentions for doing something, for creating a business, for going traveling, for a beautiful home, for renovating your house. Whatever turns you on, it's all going back into that area of desire. A desire to do something, a desire to create, a desire to have is part of a creation. So today, I want you to feel into the beautiful parts of your body in the sacral chakra area. And I want you to say to yourself what it is that you desire. What it is that you want to create. And 5 times. Because part of it is a manifestation. And as you're saying, really believe it. As you're saying these self-affirmations daily, you must feel it in your heart. Giving yourself love, again, allows others to give you love and allows them to give themselves love. It's very, very important. And as you set that desire, as you set that intention to even give yourself affirmations, it allows others to do the same. And the more consistent you are, you with that intention, meaning if you decide, okay, I will say this 5 times a day, it is up to you to actually say it 5 times a day, whether it's 5 consecutive times right now or 5 times throughout the day, whatever makes you feel really good, because you are raising your vibration and you are telling the universe to give you what it is you desire. And everything is possible. Once you love yourself and you are in your essence, and even if you aren't, everything is possible. Everything. There are no limits. Today I had an argument with my son and I said, there isn't the word not. Everything is possible. Whether you're willing to do X, that's a whole other situation. But the possibilities are endless. And they continue to be endless. And as you feel into that, in your sacral chakra, in your heart, in every part of your being, in your feelings and your senses, wow, then the world is so expansive and you are the center of it all. So I'm going to leave you with that because that sounds really pretty powerful. You are center of your world. And you're going to make everything and anything you want happen. Namaste. So much love.